this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video inside of Stampy's Lovelier land. I'm back, everyone! Some of you may have seen that I toured this world before. It's not Stampy's Lovely World, but it might look very similar and just a bit better. So this is Stampy's Lovelier World. I toured almost the entire town and my house and all of the areas. I mean, there's bits I missed just because, like, this world is incredible and it's enormous. But I toured most of it, but I hadn't toured the Funland yet. And the builders have been working very hard doing the Funland, and it's not done yet. It's mostly done, but not entirely done. But I thought I'd check in with their progress, take a look around, check out some of the mini games, some of the rides, and then in the future I can come back and check it out again. So if this is all completely new to you and you're like, what is this world? It looks amazing. I will leave a link in the description to my original 2 videos I did touring it. So yeah, I'm going to be joined by a couple of the builders, Danny and Blue Future, who are going to be kind of guiding me through the area and maybe kind of demonstrating some of the games and yeah, just hanging out with me. So I guess the first thing to do is to go and get to the Funland. It's actually I haven't looked back at the video of the world since I was in it last time, so I'm just gonna get blown away by all of this stuff again. Like, I've seen it all before. Also, I'm also now on PC. So last time we did it, we were on the old console edition. Which was fine, but it was getting a little bit long in the tooth. But now they've moved it to Bedrock because my lovely world's on Bedrock, so they can have all of the stuff that I have. And I'm doing it on PC, which means it's just going to run a bit smoother. Also, I've managed to put the draw distance up a little bit as well, so it would be cool, like maybe at the end of these tours, just to go and get somewhere really high up, and I can kind of just look over this entire area and just try and take it like all in for what it is. But yeah, Danny said the best place to go at the start is the park. So apparently the park looks really impressive, and then that's like a good place to get an entrance. And oh, here's the park. Okay, actually, you know what? This is pretty faithful. The fancy circle park. This is looking pretty faithful to mine. I mean, obviously it's a bit better because everything's just a bit better. But this is looking pretty in line. And oh, look, here's a map. Oh, great! I want to see this. And is this just the fun? Oh no, this is the whole town as well. So look, there's. I was going to punch them, but I think I'm going to punch the map off, so I don't want to. So look, there's my house. There's just a Stumpy. Look, that's the theatre, that big blob there. Here's all of the town. So I am here. You can see me down there. And then this is the Funland. This looks incredible. It looks like an actual, like, when you actually see a map of a real theme park. What's that? Oh, is that the pretty kitty? I think that's the pretty kitty. There's just an enormous cat. It's amazing how much detail you can see from the map. And look, there's that's the Sharky Shark game. There's Whale of a Time, which has an actual beach. I feel like I'm getting spoilers here because I can see from. And there's Flower Power. Oh, this has just made me like so much more excited. And like I was excited anyway, guys. I don't think I wasn't excited, but now I'm seeing this, I am extremely excited. The thing is, though, it's going to be really embarrassing because I was saying to them before I started that if I went and did a tour of my own Funland, I'd have probably forgotten the name of like half the games and how the games play. I'm gonna have I'm probably not even gonna recognize the games when they're all like in this state. So right. Here are a bunch of the designers and the builders, all of their information in case you want to kind of check them out on their socials, see maybe some of the other stuff they're building, or follow along with their progress as they continue to build this. But let's go to the button. This is weird because I'd expect it to be there, but they've kind of shifted it around. Danny was saying that it's a lot bigger than my Funland, so maybe they had to change it around a bit. And oh, look at this! There's like fireworks as you enter. Like, one of the things I've been wanting to do for the longest time is to do like a proper like entrance, like almost like a ticket booth, kind of like this is here. And this is incredible. I'm getting huge like Disney World vibes, which is only a good thing because I love Disney. So are these like shops and stuff? They're like little mini versions of like my other restaurants. So there's like a little mini soggy sandwich down here. And is this the toilets? It's the toilets! It's so funny because they've spent all of this time building all these incredible things, and I know there's loads of amazing things over there, and I'm like, but look, there's urinals! So right, let's go and have a look in proper. So one of the areas Danny said I have to definitely check out is the creeper coaster. Apparently the creeper coaster is one of the must-do things. And look, here's the ice cream place as well. So that's something that I haven't done too much in my actual Funland. There's not many places to actually eat. There's a disco shop in case you want to by a disco. Then there's like, oh, is this this is like a sign for the creeper coaster. It's so cool. There's like stuff themed around the rides all over the place. Oh, I'm having all of the same feelings of inadequacy for my Minecraft building as I did last time I arrived here. And I know it's like based off my original builds, but then it's not like taken to the next level. It's taken like several levels higher. Life of a creeper. That's cool. Oh, look, they do have the penguins. I do remember building those little penguins. Oh, we're going down. We're going down underneath. I'm so excited to ride this. Oh, I'm assuming that's part of the scenery, right? Are we good? Okay, that's a friendly creeper. That's a relative of Agatha, I think, by the looks of things. And this is just the queue. God, I think they're really expecting this to be very, very popular. Right then, let's do this then. Let's go on the ride. Let's check out. Fingers crossed it all works well, because I know that no matter how well you build it, sometimes these minecart tracks can be a little bit inconsistent. I wonder how it is with the speed as well, because the minecarts like go so slow in Bedrock normally. So in my one, this is where we'd have gone inside the mouth of the creeper, and there'd have been like a giant like TNT block here. This seems to be more like a mine shaft where there's just creepers and like TNT all over the place. And oh, whoa! I thought I was gonna get blown up then. Oh no, is that like a Santa creeper almost looks like? With like the hat and so, oh no, it's like the king. It's the king creeper. And oh, I see why they wanted me to ride this now. I feel like I'm on one of like Neuropsych's roller coaster. Do you remember like Beetlejuice and the like Night Before Christmas? This is not what I was expecting, but it's just better in every single way. And now we're like, oh look, we're riding up because we're riding up inside of the bubbles. And now that's just only taking us to like ground level. And now we're going up to like the more roller coasty part. Am I still gonna get thrown mushroom stew is the thing that I want to know. Because on my ride, one of the oh maybe. Oh, here we go. Is this my mushroom stew from Stew? Yes. Oh, what is it? Suspicious stew. I guess the suspicious stew will have to do if I can't get mushroom stew. Like, that was one of, because to be fair, I built my creeper coaster very early. So I was kind of still just learning how to play the game. But the fact I made it so it was like a little bit interactive and it did throw you mushroom stew, I was like super proud of that at the time. And I know this is taking it to the next level, but it's funny, like that was like the peak of what I could do. And then now look what they've done here. So I think that was all of the creepers attacking the village. I think that is the trolling creepers, and look at the view with that draw distance now. Oh, I kind of want the minecart to just break down, but then again, I don't want too many spoilers because I am going to be riding it. Oh, and oh yeah, there's a monorail we're going to ride at some point, and apparently that takes us somewhere you wouldn't assume I want to go. And here we go. This is more like my one, but we're actually inside of the TNT block. It's funny because there's so many bits that are familiar and I do recognize, and then I'm kind of expecting it to like go in the way that I think it's going to go, and then it takes a complete different turn. Well, that was incredible. That has literally blown me away. I don't know why I don't have face cam on these videos, because you'd see just like the biggest grin on my face as I went through that entire thing. Thank you for riding the creeper coaster. No, thank you. If I keep going back and forth, thank you for riding the creeper coaster. Thank you for riding the creeper coaster. Right then. Whew. What next? Let's check out this then. So, big squid. So in my, this is the dropper, isn't it? Oh, the dunk booth. That's what it's called. So actually, this is one that I might be able to do. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to be able to play all the mini games because they're just too big. There's too many of them. If I went to do all of the mini games, we would literally be here forever. Honestly, it would take so long. So I want to kind of give more of just a general tour. But some of the rides, like this one, I can give a bit of a test to go. So any volunteers? Come on, you guys know how this game works. You can't have a dunk booth without dunking someone in. So yeah, basically, I've got to shoot the button. And then if I hit it, then they're going to get dunked into the water. Looks like they're going to be staying pretty dry for now because, my aim was awful. To be fair, it's so difficult to aim when you're like going back and forth like this. Because look, like the arrow just kind of comes out at like a complete random time, basically. I haven't even, let alone hitting the button. I haven't even hit the board yet. Right, I'm going to cheat and do it when I'm not moving. Wait, what was that? Why did the arrow go there? Okay, there we go. Now it's firing forward. Still can't hit it. Still can't hit it. Is that it? Maybe I'll do it a bit lighter. Come on. There we go. I get dunked into the water. God, you see why it would take so long for me to get through all of these. But look at all like the extra decorations, like all of the fish. So the thing is, if I did try and build it in this way in my lovely one, oh look, this is cool. This is a bin. Because it's like lava, you can actually use it as an actual bin to get rid of your stuff. Like if I tried to actually build it like that in my videos, like I would get nothing built because I'd spend like 10 videos building this one single thing, you know, in which time I could have built 3 mini games. So it's a very different style of building they're going for, if I want to give myself some credit. So right, this is Maze Master. Can I TP you for a second for something funny? Okay, always up for that. Little bit worried, but curious to see what it's going to be. So yeah, that was Maze Master. So that was the game where you got to kind of make your way into the middle, and then there's like fences underneath, gates underneath that you got to go and make your way through. It's actually like one of the surprisingly like fun games that kind of sounds really boring when you explain it, but is actually really fun. Right, what are we checking out here? Oh, hello. Oh, is this the tree train? Because we got the tree train, which has the little goofy face on. And they've stepped up the goofiness. A whole bunch. The little bow tie as well and the tongue dangling out. So is this still used as a tree train? It is. It is still as a tree train. Oh, this is pretty faithful. And then, oh, you know what? This is all looking like pretty much in the realm of what I could build. There we go. Here's one room that doesn't necessarily look 10 times better than the version that I did. So that's that was the original way of arriving at the Funland before I ended up just running here anyway. That's so cool to see. So I'm kind of getting my bearings a little bit. It is all slightly different, so that would normally be further there, but because the creeper coaster is so humongous, they had to shift things out around a little bit. So let's go look at the ugly duck fling. The ugly duck is not looking quite so ugly. So this is a game where you'd have to fish ducks. I mean, they're chickens, but hey, in this game they're ducks, so that's what it is. And note to the original build: due to changes in mob AI, the original design is mainly broken. Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Plank beams are at opposite ends now instead of being in the middle. The object of the game is now who has the most chickens on their side wins. So this is great that there's these kind of notes here, because this world is going to be released for download. So if you're looking through this and thinking, God, this looks so fun, I wish I could play this, like, you will be able to. I will be leaving a link to a video which has more information about the build, and also a download link. So if you do want to kind of come in here with your friends or by yourself, you can go and kind of see what it all looks like and play these games, because these aren't like structures, these aren't models, these aren't statues, these are games. These are things that have been designed and meant to be played, and they've not only like created them to make them look cool, like they've created them to be fun games, you know. And like some of them are kind of more faithful to my original games, and some they've needed to change just to kind of make them work. For example, the ugly duckling. And then some I'm assuming they've just like made improvements, made changes to, you know, like the like that game there, they made it so you zigzag rather than going back and forth. Or I tell you what, we could do the Helter Skelter. I mean, the Helter Skelter is probably one of my ugliest builds and probably one of the most boring things in my Funland, but hopefully they've stepped up both things. So basically you'd kind of just sell down with a minecart and loop around. Hopefully they've stayed faithful and not added any power rails. So they've got the power rails at the start, that is fine. But one of my things with this ride when I built it was I wanted to make it like an actual Helter Skelter, and it's just gravity. Oh look, they've just added stuff you can see. So there's like beehives, and there's like parrots down here and stuff as well, and googlies, and like spiders down here. Oh, I'm really getting like massive Disney vibes now. Like I kind of make it feel like they're like all of like the animatronics, like they're all like the little robots that are like waving to me as I go and make my way down. Oh wait, was that a power rail? Oh, no, they cheated. No, I've changed my mind. I hate it. It's awful. Only joking. They've just like, they made it into like more of an actual proper roller coaster. Oh, no power rail? Was that not a power rail? Oh no, there's a power rail. I can see a power rail. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just because for like what Helter Skelter's like, well, the ones that I rode, you'd kind of just sit in like a sack and there would just be like a slide. So rather than like a ride, it would be like literally you're just sliding down inside of a big sack. It's the kind of things we do for fun around here. And so I wanted to try and do the Minecraft version of that. So that's why for me I didn't add power arrows, but that was just so much better. Obviously it's better with them here. And is this where Cedric died? Oh no! Do you think they needed to get another dog, also call it Cedric, and then kill it just for authenticity? Daddy's like, I would never dare. We gather at this moment to honor Cedric the dog, who fell to his demise in April the 6th, 2013. God, was it really that long ago? Am I really that old? During the original build of the Helter Skelter, he was brought back in episode 23 of Cave Den. Was he? Was he? Was he? I mean, I'm sure he was. Like, I don't want to doubt them, but was he? Oh dear, old Danny's very upset about that. Well, to be fair, we've got to the bit that I really wanted to see, because this is the bit that I saw on the map, and it kind of blew me away a little bit. So this is the Fishmeal Dish game, another very early one, because we're at the front of the Funland. A lot of these are the first ones that I built. And how do I get in? Do I go around from this side around here? So yeah, this is the one that's meant to look like an actual restaurant. And this one looks much more like an actual restaurant. And the idea is that you're just trying to fish, aren't you? You just got to fish, get fish, you got to grab them, and then you got to cook them before the other one. Very, very simple mini game. As I said, it was one done in my early days, but they've really expanded it here. And it's actually one of the big successes I had for Redstone, because it did like a timer where one would open, then the other would open, and stuff along those lines. So yeah, this is where all the fish get gathered up. So yeah, it looks like they've improved it in all of the ways I assume they would. They've really kind of stepped up this area, and made the restaurant part. I mean, this could just be a really impressive looking restaurant build, forgetting it's just a bit of theming for one of the mini games. And I think I'll come out the other side of it. I want to get a better view of that cat, actually. Let's go, let me try and break over this wall. And let me go and kind of step back and try and get a better view of that cat build, because that cat looks incredible, doesn't it? Look at that! Oh, that looks so good. It's funny because there's just like a little 2D pixel art on the front of my one, and they got that absolutely enormous cat. Right, let's keep going this way. Because I don't want to miss out in this way. We kind of try and zigzag our way back and forth, and then hopefully I won't kind of miss out in any of the major ones. So this is the dog assault course, where basically we test the speed that all of the dogs are able to make their way through. I have no dogs here, so we won't be able to do it. But it looks like they've added a bunch more obstacles. I know there's like a ground floor to it. Oh yeah, there's like a tunnel to go underneath. That's looking really cool. I'll try and go through these a little bit quicker now. Just because I have been spending way too much time on every single one. And look at the volcano. So this one, I can't remember the name of this game. This is actually a relatively recent one. And this was a game with the, Mag Match. Mag Match is what it's called. I could have just read the sign here. So yeah, this is a game where you need to get like a matching outfit of armor on an armor stand. But the floor was literally lava or magma, I guess. So you had to stay crouched to go around, or you'd get hurt. And it looks like this is looking pretty faithful. Is this pretty much the gameplay is the same? Okay, so it looks like the gameplay is pretty much the same. They've dressed it up a little bit in here as well, but on the outside, they've really gone all out on this one and built a giant volcano, which, you know what? If I could go back in time now and speak to a past version of myself, I would rip them off and I would build it as a giant volcano, because it seems like such an obvious idea. And I like the look of my version of the game, but just a giant volcano like this looks absolutely awesome. It's such like a feature out of it for like what I think is probably a little bit of maybe a slightly underrated game, because I really loved that game and I was very happy with the redstone. It used like grass spreading across dirt in order to kind of create a random timer. So that's actually one of the designs I was most proud of, but no one ever mentions it, and that makes me sad. It's funny because there's all of like the popular games like Flower Power and the Creeper Coaster and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, they were fun, but I'm like, what about this little one that no one else likes apart from me, but I'm really proud of? So here we have Turbo Types. This is a game that would be very different now. This is one of the games that was really made to be played with a controller, where basically you need to like drop down here while typing a sign, and so while you slowly drop down through the water, you'll need to like either type out like the alphabet or like type out numbers, and basically you need to type out as far as the alphabet as you can before you reach the floor, because if you do, then you go and get stuck, and it looks like this is the room that you get stuck in, and you can't get out until someone lets you out, like that one. So yeah, if you did that game with a mouse and keyboard, it would still work, but you'd probably just get through the like whole alphabet if you're fast at typing. And then, what do we have here? Oh, is this Tumble Tower here? That would kind of make sense in terms of the area that it is. But this has been really expanded. I think it's got to be actually a big old tower like this. Tell you what, we'll come back to Tumble Tower because that is apparently a place where you get a really great view over the Funland. So I won't go the whole way up now, but maybe I'll go and have a view at that like at the end, just for a really good view. And well, this is very different. So this is my game called Ambush. Well, their game called Ambush. My game and their game. This is a collaboration, I guess, at this point, inspired by my game. So you would have to sit in here, and it would be like like a board game. So they've kind of done it in the style of a giant chessboard. So I did that. I think I did these closer together, and I did like a much smaller checkered pattern, and they've really like expanded it. But then they've added in like giant chess pieces as well. It's just like a really cool theming. And does the game still work at this size? Is it still fun? Oh, it does. That's good, because I remember that was a game that I had to keep changing the rules to make it actually work and to make it fun and make it so that like every time you played it, it worked out well. So it looks like they've kind of changed it around. And then, you would play it at a pace, so you'd pull the lever and it would start going ding dong like that. And one player would move on the dings and then the other one would move on the dongs. I remember now. This is like a mixture between me seeing things that are new and getting excited, but also a bit of a nostalgia trip of some of my old mini games that I have not seen or thought about for some of these literally like 7 years. So this looks like Broth Brawl, I would assume, a fan favorite, and it looks like this is where we enter. Oh, is it like cheeky? See, that's the sort of thing that I can't do. So you grab your food. I'm gonna grab cactus. That's a bit cruel. There's a bit. Oh, should we play? We can play this one. This is a nice quick one. Everyone, grab some food. Grab some food, everyone. We've got to get on the edge. Super simple game. Basically, you got to stand on the giant vegetables and you got to knock each other people into the stew before they knock you into the stew. So we'll have we'll end this episode with a quick single round of Broth Brawl, and I'll see whether I can whether I can get the victory. So right, we'll all jump in onto a vegetable in 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to jump onto this rather chunky looking carrot. And let's see if we can start taking people out. It looks like Blue Future just has like a... Oh, there we go. They have a fish. Everyone's so scared. Right, okay, let's start. Let's start. Oh, no! No! You guys are so boring. You guys just standing there and not even moving. They're playing so, like, tactical. Right, you got to keep playing. Oh, rematch? No. We haven't finished this match. We've got to have a winner yet. We've got to have a winner. Oh, are they in creative? Oh, no, there we go. They're falling down. Looks like Danny was the winner of the first one. Oh, they're in creative. Okay, all right, we'll have a rematch. We cannot end on that, right? We'll scrap that round, which I'm more than happy to do. And we'll do another round. We can't all just stand on our vegetables looking at each other. To be fair, I was trying to do that at first until I realized that that's what they were trying to do. Right, I'm not going to start on the carrot this time. The carrot betrayed me. I'm going to start on what looks like a potato. As my first option here. So right, you can stay in Blue Future, and I'll say 3, 2, 1. Then me and Danny will jump in. Right, 3, 2, 1, and go. Right, and let me try and knock someone off. I don't care if I win. I just want to knock someone off. There we go. Right, Blue Future is down. 1v1. Are you let me win? I know you did. You let me win. Why? There's no honor in that victory. Right, as my prize though, as I did win, honorable or not, I'm gonna eat my suspicious stew as my prize. And I've got it's actually helped me. I got a little. It's probably healing me. I think I got I got Heelys on because of that. jolly good. If I get hurt, as I just did, then that will heal me up nicely. But yeah, that is going to be the end of this episode here. But don't worry, if you're enjoying this and you want to see more, I will be uploading the rest of the tour, checking out the rest of the Funland. Don't know how many videos it's going to end up being, but because the entire Funland isn't built yet, I will be continuing to revisit in the future. But yeah, if you want to go straight to see the next episode, there will be a link in the description. I got scared of your terrifying skill. That's not the first time I've heard that. It's not the first time I've heard that. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye!